शुक्लाम्बरधरं विष्णुं शशिवर्णं चतुर्भुजं प्रसन्नवदनं ध्यायेत् सर्वविघ्नोपशान्तये। गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णु गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरुः साक्षात् परब्रह्म तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। सरस्वती नमस्तुभ्यं वरदे कामरूपिणी विद्यारम्भं करिष्यामि सिद्धिर्भवतु मे सदा। Hari Om. Very good morning to all of you. Welcome to this beautiful, gorgeous, most attractive, holiest of the holy, the most divine temple which is within our own selves. My loving pranams at the divine lotus feet of my Guru, Papa Swami Ramdas of Anandashram, Kanjangad, Kerala, and my beloved parents. We are trying to understand the meanings of each and every name of our Tripura Sundari, Lalitha Parameshwari. Vak Devatas have composed 1,000 names of her in this Lalitha Sahasranama. We have been chanting, rather everybody is chanting almost on a daily basis, and when we chant this with this kind of bhavana, then the effect is multiplied by millions, I believe. Even if you don't understand the meaning, if you don't know the meaning, chanting is definitely effective. But when we understand the meaning and with that kind of emotion or feeling when we chant, we ourselves can experience the change in us. Transformation slowly takes place within. External transformation can never be expected, or as a sadhaka should not expect any change in the external world. But internally, there will be definitely kind of transformation which we ourselves can experience. Just like Bhagavad Gita, Lalitha Sahasranama also is divided into 18 chapters. The first chapter is Tripura Saundarya Yoga. Second one is Devi Parakrama Yoga. Then the third one is Kutatraya Nirupana Yoga. Fourth one is Kundalini Prema Yoga. Fifth one is Bhaktanugraha Yoga. And the sixth one that we have seen just now is Nirguna Aradhana Yoga. We have completed that. That is the first part of 51st shloka. We have completed 50 shlokas and half of 51st shloka. That is end of 6th chapter. Now we start with the 7th chapter, Sagunaradhana Yoga. The second half of 51st shloka, Sarvajna Sandra Karuna Samanadhika Varjita. Sarvajna. Jna means known, having the knowledge. One who has the knowledge is Jna. That is why Jnana. Sarvajna. What does she know? She knows everything. Sarvajna. Coming to the people in the world, we may be expert in one or two fields maximum. What about the rest of the subjects in the world? Rest of the fields in the world. If I am a chartered accountant, I may be very good in this particular field. What about the other fields? I may be very good in cooking. What about the other fields? Am I a good doctor? Am I a good engineer? Am I a good lawyer? Am I a good teacher? May not be so. I may have got PhD in one subject. Yes, I am an expert in that subject. But the rest of the subjects, I am zero in that. Whereas, our Jagannatha is expert in everything because she has knowledge in everything. In everything, about everything. So she is known by the name Sarvajna. Sandra Karuna. Karuna, compassion. Sandra Karuna means limitless compassion. There is no limit for her compassion. We might have committed so many sins, but still, because of her compassion, she is blessing all of us in such a way that we all are lifted up in this field of spirituality. Even in the worldly field, she lifts us up. She gives us enough materials to come up in life, even in the worldly matters. Not only that, in the spiritual field, she lifts us up because she is so compassionate. There is no limit at all for her compassion, no end at all for the compassion. Just like any worldly mother also does it. To a certain extent, if the child becomes dirty, rolling on the mud or playing in the mud, the child comes back home so dirtily. Mother shouts at the child, but still she lifts the child up and washes the child and makes the body of the child very, very clean once again. Then she derives happiness out of it. In the same way, our mother also is washing us all up. How does she wash? It may vary from person to person. Maybe by giving us some tough situations, difficult situations. At that moment we feel that it is so tough to handle. But we should know that it is her blessing only. She is cleaning me up of all my sins. When we go through some tough situations or dukkha, sad situations, actually we must be very happy. Because from the bag that I have been carrying, all the negativities, papas are washed up. No more papas in that. That papa is gone because I have already faced this difficulty. So we should be happy when we have to face either tough situations or some critical kind of situations or sad situations. She is there with us. This kind of trust must be there. Doesn't matter. When she is there, why should I be scared of anything? This is for my best. She is doing this. So this kind of trust will definitely take us forward. Samana adhika varjita. Samana adhika varjita. There is nobody who is equal to her. You can never compare her with anybody else. Adhika, beyond her. Who is there beyond her? She is the greatest boss of this universe. She is the CEO, Chief Executive Officer of the universe. There is no more boss for her. So Samana as well as Adhika Varjita, neither equal nor anybody is higher to her or beyond her. Next shloka, shloka number 52. Sarva Shaktimayi, Sarva Mangala, Sadgati Prada, Sarveshwari, Sarvamayi, Sarva Mantra Swarupini. Sarva Shaktimayi. Every Shakti, every power is there in her only. We have body power, muscle power, mental power, spiritual power, so many variety of powers. What about this electricity? That also is a power. Is it visible to us? That power, electricity, is not visible. But we get to know that electricity is there when we switch on the light or fan or any of the electric gadgets. Otherwise, we don't come to know that electricity is existing there. Just because it is not visible, can I say, I will go and touch electricity and see whether it is there or not? Let me experience it. What will happen? We know. That will take away my life. Because that is so powerful. So we should not be foolish to go and touch it and say that, no, I want to experience it. Hydropower. There is power in water. Electricity is being generated by this hydropower. Wind power. You see windmills. Power is there in everything. All those powers are there in her only. Whole universe is created by her and she herself is the universe. So everything is in her. What about the Buddhi power, Buddhi Shakti, Dhi Shakti? When we go back to this Mahabharata story, Duryodhana and Arjuna came there to Krishna to ask for his help. And Krishna said that I will not lift any weapon. I'll be there in the war, but I will not lift any weapon. Whom do you want? Either me or my army? Arjuna immediately said, he was given the first chance. Arjuna said, I want you. Krishna again said, I am not going to lift any weapon. Arjuna said, no problem. Duryodhana was more than happy. If choice was given to him first, he would also have asked for the army only. What will I do with the simple Krishna without fighting? Without even lifting one weapon? No. I will better have his army. So Duryodhana got the support of his army and Arjuna got the support of Paramatma himself. Did he lift any weapon? He did not lift any weapon as promised. But the biggest weapon was his Buddhi Shakti. He used his Buddhi to take decision as and when required. Right decisions at the right time. That made the difference in Mahabharata war. As we all know, Krishna was the reason for Pandavas to become victorious. They won the war only because of Krishna, not because of anything else. Arjuna initially thought it is my valor and a good archer. It is not because of that. That he came to know later. It's only because of Krishna and Krishna's Dhi Shakti. Right time he took the right decisions. All those Shaktis are there in her. Next one is Sarva Mangala. Mangala is, all of us know, auspicious, Divya. She is auspiciousness personified. Everything is auspicious about her. Not only that, she makes us also auspicious. She makes our work turn into something auspicious. We may be doing something very meager job, some small work at home. That also she turns into Mangala, Mangalamaya. That work becomes Mangala. How? We have to pray to her. Simply she will not do by herself. We have to pray to her. Before that, doing that work, pray to her. Then that work becomes Mangala. This is what Karma Yoga we have been learning. Sadgati Prada. Sadgati. What is Gati? Generally, we use this Sadgati word when somebody dies. Let that person get Sadgati. True, that is also right because their Gata means gone. He has gone. Let him move forward in his journey, not backward. Let him not put any reverse gear. Let him move forward because Gati actually means moving forward. Pragati. We know this now. When pra is attached to any of these words, it means highest level. Gati is moving forward. Highest level of moving forward. Which means it may be in the worldly affair or here it means in the field of spirituality. Sadgati, moving forward. She is moved forward. She doesn't have to move forward. Sadgati Prada. She blesses us in such a way that we move forward, fast forward, not even taking small steps. She pushes us so hard that we almost take a flight to reach her. Like a rocket, we all are moving towards her because of her blessing. Sadgati Prada. Sarveshwari. She is the controller of everything. She herself is the boss for everybody. So she is the controller of everything. Sarvamayi. Just now we said Sarva Shakti Mayi. Every Shakti is there. Sarvamayi. Everything is in her itself, because she herself is the universe. Sarva mantra swarupini. She is the Swarupa. She is the personification of each and every mantra, especially Panchadashi mantra and Sarva mantra. Any mantra you take up, she is there in it. What is a mantra? Mananat trayate iti mantraha. Trayate. Trayate means one which protects. Mananat. We must do manana. Repetitively we must keep saying that. That is thinking about it. That is manana. By doing this manana, it protects us. That is called as mantra. Anywhere we come across this tra, that means it is protection. We say putra, putra, putri. Then how are we protecting our parents? Putra is only for the parents. How are we protecting? This is the greatest duty for sons and daughters. We have to stop them from going to Naraka or anything reverse gear. This is our duty. Even after death, they drop the body. After their bodily death, it is our duty to chant in their name so that they move forward in this path. That is why we are given the name Putra or Putri. There is a duty for us. When somebody dies, we start crying. It's quite natural because that person is not there anymore for interaction. But at the same time, we must remember, as a daughter, as a son, what is my duty here? I have been given the name as Putra or Putri. Yes, I have the duty to do it. So we must chant. Especially at that time, and within that 11 to 13 days, maximum chanting should be done in their name. This is Sadgati Prada, Sarveshwari, Sarvamayi, Sarva Mantra Swarupini. All mantras, she is the Swarupa of all the mantras. Sarva Yantratmika. What is a yantra? Yantra is like a tool, instrument or a tool you can say. Now, generally, yantra is a metallic plate. On a metallic plate, some either straight lines, curves, some bijaksharas are written on that. Here, Sri Chakra is Lalita Mata's yantra. That is supposed to be the highest yantra or the Shrestha yantra. Greatest, supreme yantra is Sri Chakra. Almost every deity has got a yantra. Sai Baba has a yantra. Every sun has a yantra, moon has a yantra. Almost every deity has got yantra. How do we use this yantra? The next one comes as Sarva Tantra Rupa. We already saw Sarva Mantra. Now Sarva Yantra. Next is Sarva Tantra. Tantra is the technology or a particular way of worshipping. Every deity, they say that there is a particular system of worshipping. Sun God, there is a particular way of worshipping it, worshipping him. Using this metallic piece which we call as yantra, which is infused with energy of that deity, using a mantra for that deity, chanting the mantra of that deity in a particular way is very, very beneficial. There is a mantra, tantra, yantra for a deity. This has to be done as per tantra, and that means a particular way of worshipping or a particular system has to be followed, and it has to be done after the upadesha from the guru only. So we are not going to deal with it much. Yantra is a metallic plate on which lines, curves, bijaksharas are carved. Mantra is of that particular deity. Tantra is a particular technology or particular way of worshipping, which has to be done according to a particular system, not according to our will and wish. So this is Sarva Yantratmika, and our body also is considered as yantra. This is a tool. God has blessed us with this beautiful tool, which we should be able to use it, utilize it properly to move forward. Otherwise, we may take, in the next birth, we may become an animal also, or a plant, or maybe a mountain, a rock. It could be anything. Unless we utilize it properly. So this Sarva Yantra, this also is a yantra, body is a yantra. She is there inside this. This is Sarva Yantratmika. She is there in every yantra. She is there in this body also, which is considered as another yantra. Sarva Tantra Rupa. All the systems, all way of doing, all the ways of doing or worshipping her, she is there in it. You see the tribals. They have their own way of worshipping her. They worship Kali or any other deity for that matter. We worship Grama Devatas. So many different villages have got their own Devatas. And there is a particular way of worshipping that particular Devata. So this is Sarva Tantra Rupa. Whichever way you do it, she is there in it. Manonmani. Unmani. Unmani is not oscillating or staying at a particular point. Focused is Unmani. Unmani Sukha hai. Unmani Sukha means when the mind is not oscillating, not wandering here and there. Wow, that is the best Sukha. Otherwise, if we close our eyes, immediately the mind starts moving here and there. Now this Unmani is, mind is not oscillating at all. That is Manonmani. Unmani means not moving here and there. Manonmani is, the mind is not oscillating. She is like that and she makes us like this. This we should really keep praying to her. My mind wanders here and there. I am not able to control it. Only you can do it. I come in all surrender to you. I surrender to you. Please grant me this Manonmana or Manonmani. Maheshwari. Maheshwara is the Linga form of Shiva. Wherever you see the Linga form, particular form is given, Linga. That form of Linga or Shiva is given the name as Maheshwara. So she is Maheshwari. Mahadevi. The meaning of Devi or Deva. One meaning is self-luminous. Devas, they don't need any other light. In the night, if it is very dark, no other lights at all, then are we visible? We are not visible because we are not self-luminous. We don't have our own light. Internally it is there, but it is not visible outside. Whereas all the Devas, or that is why the name Deva is given to them, they are self-luminous. For example, you see sun. We don't have to put a torch and search for sun. Where is sun? He has got his own brightness. So Devi means the one who has got her own brightness or that kind of prakasha. Another meaning is the one who gives to the givers. She gives to the givers. Are we givers? Do we give anything to anybody? If yes, she gives us more and more. What do we give? Give smile, she gives smile, more and more smile. Give happiness to others, she gives more and more happiness because we are sharing it with others, we are giving our happiness to others also, then she blesses with more and more happiness. But what do we give? We give all negativity to the world and expect something great to happen to us. Talking nonsense about others, talking negative about others, fighting with others, talking rudely with others. Whoever it is, not only with the family members, even if with the stranger, we need not be rude to a stranger. Because even in that stranger, she is there. So, what we give, we get. Give love and take love or get love. Give respect, take respect, or she gives us more and more respect then. Through so many different people. Not that we expect respect. What we give, We get that because she blesses us with the same thing, whatever we give. So she is a giver to the givers. So we should become givers. Mahadevi, Mahalakshmi, she is the wealth. Wealth does not mean only money, dhana, kanaka. That also is wealth. Health is wealth. We know that. If we are sick, then we know how it is. Physically sick, then we become mentally sick also. We don't have interest in anything when we are not well physically. She blesses us with every kind of wealth. Whatever it is, she is blessing us. Mrida Priya. Mrida is a name of Shiva. Mrida also means happiness. Mrida Priya. She loves happiness. So we should keep ourselves happy because we want her to love us. Then, one more meaning for Mrida is the power behind any sound is Mrida. Mrida Priya. Any sound you see, there is a power. When we are sick, we are not able to talk. There is no energy at all. I am not able to talk because that Mrida has gone down. So, sound, behind the sound, there is a power. That power is given the name as Mrida. Maharupa. How beautiful she is. Especially when we go to some temples like Kanchi or Madurai Meenakshi, we see tears roll down. That it may be only one stone, but she is there in it. So she is looking so beautiful. Not only that, not only the deities. If we love her, then everybody should look beautiful for us. This is Maharupa, Vishwarupa, what we have studied in the 11th chapter of Bhagavad Gita, Vishwarupa Darshana Yoga. Arjuna asked for it, and Krishna gave Divya Chakshu, special type of goggles or specs, and then through that Arjuna saw Vishwarupa. Why can't we also see? We also should try our level best. If at all we try, he will bless us or she will bless us with this kind of Divya Chakshu, and we also will be able to see her not only in Kanchi or Madurai, everywhere we should be able to see her. Vishwarupa, not to be scared of her. Arjuna got scared of him looking at the Vishwarupa. So we should be able to enjoy that. Enjoy her presence, enjoy her beauty. This is Maharupa, Mahapujya. She is worshipped by everyone in various ways. Even the greatest of gods, we say Brahma, Vishnu, Maheshwara, all these people are also, all these gods, not people, these are all gods, goddesses, deva, devatas, all of them are worshipping her in some way or the other. Those 4-5 people, they have become, 5 gods have become the base for her Simhasana, Pancha Brahmasana Sthita. This we have seen. What more we want? Mahapujya, Mahapatakanashini. Any kind of sin that we have committed, she destroys the result of that. Otherwise, as we know, karma, the law of karma comes back to us. Whatever we have done, only that comes back to us. There is absolutely no confusion. If at all we are able to keep ourselves happy today, it's because of the previous good karmas that we have done. If we are sad, depressed or facing tough situations, that is also the menu given by us only. She doesn't interfere at all in all this. But if at all we have committed any kind of sins, including Brahmahatya, that is Mahapataka. That kind of sins also, the results of those sins are also destroyed by her, Mahapataka Nashini. Mahamaya. She is Mahamaya. Beautiful name given to her. In the 13th chapter of Bhagavad Gita, Kshetra Kshetrajna Vibhaga Yoga, we have seen Kshetra and Kshetrajna. Kshetra is Saguna, Prakriti, whereas Kshetrajna is Purusha. Purusha does not mean male gender. Here it is the same goddess Lalita, only is Purusha. And she herself, that power of this Purusha, we call this as Prakriti or Maya, Mahamaya. Without this Mahamaya, there is no universe at all. We call this as Vimarsha Rupa, Prakasha Rupa and Vimarsha Rupa. Vimarsha is coming out and expressing. The universe is functioning because of this Maya only. If there is no Maya, there is no functioning of the universe. Universe will not exist. It is like the electricity. Electricity is existing. It is of no use if I don't have any electric gadgets. I don't have lights or fans or any electric gadgets in my house, but I have electricity. What is the use? Same way, Purusha is there. But without this Maya, there is no universe at all. So she is Mahamaya. Later on we will be learning Vimarsha Rupini. She is this Vimarsha Rupa. Mahamaya. How does it work? Mama Maya Duratyaya. I think the 7th chapter. Yes. Daivi Hesha Gunamayi Mama Maya Duratyaya. Krishna declares that not easy to cross my Maya. It is there in both positive way, we can take it in the negative way as per our perspective. When Krishna was born, his parents were in jail. Just at that moment in the midnight, as soon as he was born, all the security staff, how many ever securities were there, all fell asleep. And the gates which were locked opened by themselves. Vasudeva carried that baby Krishna on his head, rained heavily. Vasuki came there, Shesha came there, Adishesha came there and held his hood on him so that he doesn't get wet. Yamuna showed the way, paved the way for Vasudeva to carry Krishna. And the same Maya as Yoga Maya, she was born there and she was brought back to this place Mathura by Vasudeva. Could it be possible? All the security staff, is it possible that all of them fall asleep at the same time? This is because of Maya. This Mahamaya's job. Then, when Pandavas went into Vanavasa, 12 years of Vanavasa and 13th year is Ajnatavasa. Nobody should recognize them. If anybody recognizes, once again start from the beginning, again 12 years plus 1 year, so on. This was Duryodhana's condition. In this Ajnatavasa, before entering Virat Raja's Virat Nagara, in a forest, they went close to the Shami Vriksha and kept all their weapons in that tree and prayed to that tree. That tree, once again, is a Rupa of Durga or the same Mahamaya. Shami Shamayete Papam Shami Shatru Vinashini Arjunasya Dhanurdari Ramasya Priyadarshini. We chant this shloka on Vijayadashami, every Vijayadashami. Rather, if anybody can chant it every day, that is extremely good. Prayed to her and then entered Virat Raja's kingdom. Each one, all the 5 plus 1 Draupadi, went in different time at different times. And see this, Draupadi spoke to this Sudeshna, Virat Raja's wife, and told her that I have got 5 husbands. In those days, male members had it was a practice to have many wives, not only one. Whereas the ladies, they did not have more than 1 husband. Now it is offense anyway. She declared. Everybody knew that only Draupadi has 5 husbands. Why didn't it strike to Sudeshna that this must be Draupadi? She had left her hair. This also everybody knew that she has taken a oath, including Sudeshna. Why didn't it strike? This is all because of this Mahamaya. This is how she works. Now we are also same way forgetting that I am not this body. Even though theoretically we know I am not this body, not able to experience it. That is also the work of the same Mahamaya. So we must pray to this Mahamaya. Remove this veil. Remove your veil. You have put a veil on me so that I am not able to see myself. So let us pray to her regularly. Then Mahasattva, Sattva Guna. Sattva Guna dominating, we know this now. Nirmala, that is, the mind is always pure when Sattva Guna dominates. So she is Mahasattva. Mahashaktihi. Just now we saw Sarva Shakti. Similarly, Mahashakti. She is the supreme energy or power. Maharatihi. Rati. Rati means being happy. The one who blesses us with happiness. What kind of happiness? We get worldly happiness as well as that Brahmananda, Paramananda. How? When we experience that I am the self, I am the Atma, then that is Brahmananda or Paramananda. So this kind of happiness she blesses us with. Then Mahabhoga. People say that if you are in the field of spirituality, then you should not enjoy anything. You should not wear good saris. You should not wear ornaments or jewelries. You should not attend any functions and eat well. It's not so. Utsaha, enthusiasm should be there. One should enjoy everything, but without getting attached to it. So, she blesses us with this kind of bhoga also. When we attend some reception, so many variety of food is kept there. Any function for that matter. And just because everything is given there, kept there, I'll keep on eating till the end tip of my nose. Then what happens? I'll have to be admitted in the hospital. Bhoga is there. But we should be able to use our buddhi. What is good for me? How much should I eat? Where should I stop? Where should I draw a line? If I am diabetic, so many sweets are there. Shall I keep on hogging? I should know where to draw a line. This is called yoga there. Use the proper yoga and enjoy the bhoga. If you don't use that yoga, you will get roga. So this is Mahabhoga. Maheshwarya. Every Aishwarya is she only. Every kind of wealth that you see, she is there. Mahavirya. Virya is valor. That power. She is that supreme power. Mahabala. Strength. She is that kind of strength. She is strong. She makes us strong physically, mentally, religiously, spiritually. Every way she makes us stronger and stronger day by day. Mahabuddhihi. Supreme Dhishakti. Intelligence. She is supreme intelligence. Buddhir Mata Masmi Tejas Tejasvinamaham. Once again in 7th chapter, Krishna says that. Mahasiddhi. All kind of siddhi. There are mainly Ashtasiddhi. People who chant Devi Kadgamala, they will be chanting all these names. Anima Siddhi, Lagima Siddhi, Anima Siddhi, Mahima Siddhi, Lagima, Garima, Ishitva, Vashitva, Prapti, Prakamya. All these are Ashtasiddhis. Beyond that, there are so many siddhis. Vak Siddhi. Whatever I say will happen. This is Vak Siddhi. Whatever the words that come out, that will definitely happen. So many kind of siddhis she blesses us with, but a true sadhaka should not give any importance to any kind of siddhis. Aim is only to reach her. Mahasiddhi, Mahayogeshwareshwari. Yogeshwara, people who are interested in uniting with her, and sadhakas who are striving to reach her is Yogeshwara. Not only the person who does some yogasanas. Yogasana is different. She is the Ishwari. She is controller of all these Yogeshwaras. Mahayogeshwareshwari. Mahatantra, Mahamantra, Mahayantra. What we have seen just now. Sarvatantra, Sarvamantra, Sarvayantra. It is Maha. She is the greatest. Her Panchadashi mantra is the greatest mantra. Her yantra, that is Sri Chakra, is the greatest. And her mantra, her tantra, all these are supreme. Mahasana, asana. This we have already seen. Pancha Brahmasana Sthita. What kind of asana? Maha asana. Because the legs of that asana are Brahma, Vishnu, Rudra, Ishvara. And the plank on that is Sadashiva. She is sitting on this kind of asana. Isn't it? Supreme asana. Mahasana. Mahayaga Kramaradhya. Yaga. Ya means whoever. Ga stands for Gati. Whichever thing takes us forward. Whoever does this kind of activity which will take them forward is Yaga. The action which makes us move forward in the path of spirituality is given the name Yaga. In Sanskrita, words are not formed just like that. No other language is like this. Every word has got combination of letters or aksharas. Each akshara has got a meaning. And altogether that gives another meaning. This is the beauty of the language called Sanskrita. Mahayaga Kramaradhya. Different ways of krama. Krama is ways. Aradhya, worshipping her. Chandi Yaga. Yaga to worship her. Yajnanam japa yajnosmi. Krishna says, among the yajnas, I am japa yajna. So for us, yaga here is yajna. What kind of yajna? Japa yajna. Nama japa. This is the best for all of us. We may not be able to do any kind of chandi yaga or havana or homa. We need not do only that. If we are able to do, well and good. But we may not be able to do all those. On a daily basis, every fraction of a second, we can do this kind of yaga called as japa yajna. So let us all try to do this japa yajna as much as possible. Then Maha Bhairava Pujita. Bhairava is name of Shiva. Shiva is worshipping her. This is one way of looking at it. Another is Bhairava. Bha-ra-va. This stand for, first one, Bha stands for Vishnu, Ra stands for Shiva, and Va stands for Brahma. That means all of them are worshipping her. Another perspective, another meaning is Bhaya. Bhaya means fear. Rava. Rava is a sound. It is said that when this universe started, origin, Srishti, that time there was a big sound, loud sound. Big Bang Theory. Our scientists call it as Big Bang Theory. Big Bang. One big sound. That is Bhairava. For us, what is there to learn? We also talk so loudly. All of us are Bhairavas only. Because the others get scared when we talk. Bhaya is created by our sound. It should not be so. We should be able to, even if you speak loudly, it's okay, but it should be sweet. That kind of words we should be speaking. Maha Bhairava Pujita. Maheshwara Maha Kalpa Maha Tandava Sakshini. At the time of this Pralaya, Mahakalpa, Shiva is supposed to be doing this dance called Tandava, Raudra Tandava. Then only she is there to witness, Sakshini. Nobody else remains there. All of us go back to her. Tirodhana, Anugraha, those actions we will see later. Panchakritya Parayana. We will see later when that nama comes. Kalpa. For Brahma, his one day is our 432 crore years. 432 crore years for us is one day for Brahma. Similarly, another 432 crore years is another night for Brahma. So, one day and night is 864 crore years. Now, multiplied by 360 for us 1 year. For him, Brahma, that is Mahakalpa. One day and night of Brahma is called as Kalpa. Multiplied by 360 is known as Mahakalpa. At the end of that, he also goes back. Brahma, again another Brahma comes. So this is how Srishti, once again Pralaya takes, and once again the Srishti of the universe takes place. At that moment, Shiva dances and she is there as witness for it. Mahatandava Sakshini. Mahakamesha Mahishi. Mahakamesha. Kama is desires. What kind of desires? Dharma viruddho bhuteshu kamosmi bharatarshava. 7th chapter Bhagavad Gita. Krishna says, Dharma aviruddha. Who do not go against the Dharma, or other way of it is, looking at it is, who is supporting Dharma. In such people, I am the Kama. I am the desire. What kind of desire will they have? Something which is good for the society. In such Kamas, I am that Kama, Krishna declared. So here also, she is Mahakamesha Mahishi. She is the queen of that kind of Kamesha. We all should become this kind of Kamesha. Our desires should get transformed into spiritual desires. I should be able to learn Bhagavad Gita. I should understand this. I should chant this. This kind of desire should be there in us. This is Mahakamesha Mahishi, Mahatripura Sundari. Miss Universe. She is the beautiful, most beautiful. Tripura here is our body. Because we have 3 shariras. Sthula Sharira, Sukshma Sharira and Karana Sharira. Gross body, subtle body and causal body. She is there in this. She is beautiful in this. Why it is beautiful? Because that light which is there, Antarjyoti. She is that Antarjyoti. That is why she is Mahatripura Sundari. Chatushashti Upacharadya. She is being worshipped in 64 variety of ways. They call it as 64 sevas. Like offering flowers, archana. This is one way of doing it. Abhisheka is another one. So like this, there are so many ways of doing it. There are 64 ways, I believe. Adi Shankaracharya has written Sri Devi Manasa Puja, which consists of 72 shlokas, which explain this 64 sevas. Each shloka gives description about particular seva. We are not even aware of this Sri Devi Manasa Puja. We know about Shiva Manasa Puja. What all Adi Shankaracharya has written in 32 years, we are not even able to read once. Forget about understanding it. This is Chatushashti Upacharadya, Chatushashti Kalamahi. There are supposed to be 64 arts. Music, dance, drama, sculpture, all these. So many varieties. 64. Kala here is art. She is there in all this. Then, Mahachatushashti Koti Yogini Ganasevita. Chatushashti Koti. 64 crore yoginis are worshipping her. Chatushashti Koti Yogini Gana Sevita. Manu Vidya, Chandra Vidya. There are 12 famous people who worship her. Among them, Manu and Chandra are also there. Surya, Chandra, Agni. Then we have Durvasa, Manu, Kubera, Shiva, Kartikeya, Manmatha. These are all Agastya, Lopamudra. These are the 12 people, very famous people who have worshipped her and who formed their own system of worshipping her. So this Manu Vidya is the system of worshipping her created by this Manu. Similarly, Chandra Vidya. Chandra has his own way of his own system that he has created. We call this as Chandra Vidya. Chandra Mandala Madhyaga. Here Chandra Mandala is Sahasrara Chakra, which is there on top of our head. Chandra Mandala Madhyaga. She resides in the center of this Sahasrara. Charu Rupa. Charu is beautiful. Beautiful Rupa. We have seen just now her Rupa. Charu Hasa. She is always smiling. Charu. Beautiful smile. Charu Chandra Kaladhara. She is having moon on her head. What kind of Chandra? Charu Chandra. Once again, beautiful Chandra. That is crescent moon we say. Not the full moon. Crescent moon. Only a portion of the moon is so beautiful that she has kept on her head. Charu Chandra Kaladhara. Charachara Jagannatha. She is the controller or Natha for the Jagat, which consists of Chara and Achara. The one which move and which do not move. All the moving as well as non-moving beings or objects, she is the controller or she is a mother. Sri Mata we saw. Chakra Raja Niketana. She resides in the Chakra Raja, that is Sri Chakra. Parvati, daughter of Parvata Raja. As all of us know, she is the daughter of Himavan, Parvata Raja, so Parvati. Padma Nayana. Nayana is eye, one who has got beautiful lotus-like eyes. Padma Raga Samaprabha. Padma Raga, we saw this also in the Dhyana Shloka. Padma Raga is a kind of ruby. She has got the radiance of similar to that of ruby. We can never compare her with anything, but we have to understand something. No, only for that somewhere some comparison is being done so that we get to know, we get closer to her. Pancha Pretasana Sina. We have seen Pancha Brahmasanas. Now Pancha Preta. This Brahma, Vishnu, Rudra, Ishvara and Sadashiva, these are all becoming Preta without her. This is explained beautifully in the first and second shloka of Saundarya Lahari by Adi Shankaracharya. They cannot do anything. Only if you are there, they can do their job. So what happens if she is not there? They are all Pretas only. So, Pancha Preta Sanasina, Pancha Brahma Swarupini. All these are Pancha Brahmas now. She is there in the form of these Pancha Brahmas. Pancha Brahma Swarupini. Chinmayi. Chit. Chit is that pure consciousness. She is that pure consciousness. Chinmayi. Paramananda. Bliss. Total bliss. This is explained beautifully in every scripture of our Sanatana Dharma. When we get to know who we are, who am I, when we get to know this, then it is total bliss only. Bhagavan Ramana Maharshi. Always blissful. He had the attack of cancer. He did not suffer from that. Pain was there for the body. But he did not suffer. Because he was always in this Paramananda. Next is Vijnana Ghanarupini. Vijnana Ghanarupini. Difference between Jnana and Vijnana. Jnana is theoretical knowledge. Vijnana is what we have practically done. What we have experienced becomes Vijnana. If there is a small child in the house, child goes near Deepa, light, Diya, then we say that no, don't touch, it's hot, it will burn your finger. How much ever we say, the child wants to touch and see what happens. What is that heat? If they say hot, what does it mean? Understand hot, but what is that? That child goes and touches it, then the child knows, oh, this is the meaning of hot. It burns means, okay, this is how it burns. This is experienced knowledge. That is Vijnana. Theoretically, we read so many things, we understand. But when we experience, that understanding is completely different. So she is in this Vijnana Ghana Rupini. Ghana is solid. It is not liquid. It does not flow outside then. Once it is achieved, then it is solidified here. It remains forever here. Now in our mind, what is remaining? 30, 40, 50 years back, some unwanted incidents have taken place. That I remember. What my mother-in-law or father-in-law shouted at me. So many years back it has happened. I still remember. Every word they have uttered, I remember. How? Why? Because I have focused on that so much. I have called up all my other relatives and friends and said, this is what has happened to me. So it has got cemented over here. Ghana. It is not liquid. It is strongly set over here. Now, we carry this to the next births also. How many births we carry, that we don't know. So what should be stored here then? Past is past. No control over that. But what about the present? This at least we can control. Okay, let us not think about the situation which has happened 30 years back or just a few days back also. Somebody has insulted me. Why should I keep it in my mind? Okay, they have done, it is their karma. But what am I doing? I am thinking about that, rewinding and once again and again and again playing the same thing. That is getting cemented over here, and the same cemented stuff we carry to the next births also, and then in the next births also we will be crying. Because this is what we have stored. So this is very, very important for all of us. Not to think about some of the things which we feel that it is not needed. It is something negative. Let us not focus on that. But the moment you think that I should not think this, I should not think, the same thought will attack us. It's not easy. So what is the remedy then? Chant. Chant God's name. Sing some bhajans which we like, which is very attractive, either with the help of, either the words are very beautiful or the tune is beautiful or the way somebody sang is very beautiful. Okay, listen to that so that we forget about this. Otherwise, if you keep on thinking, this thought I should not get, this thought I should not get, the same thought will be hammering it again and again. So we should try to come out of this. Jnana Yoga is Shravana, Manana, Nididhyasana. Shravana is studying the scriptures. It may be either listening or reading. Then Manana, contemplate on that. That is very important. All the three are important for us. Contemplate on that. Then, whatever is given there, we should live like this. Our lifestyle should be totally changed now. It should become a part of myself, nature of myself. How somebody asks something, then we say, no, this is my nature. This should become our nature. This is how this Vijnana Ghana Rupini, we should pray to her. By myself, I am not able to do anything. Please help me. Please protect me. You are the one who is controlling my mind. I don't have any control over it. Shama, Dama, zero. You please control my mind. Please control my sense organs. Try to take up this kind of tapas. At least for a few days, I will not eat something which I really love to eat. This is my favorite sweet. This 1 week, I will not eat at all. This is how slowly we can try controlling our senses, sense organs. Little by little, we can move forward in this. Unless she blesses, nothing is possible. Unless we pray to her, she will not bless us in this way. So it is for us to start that. What do you say? It shouldn't be one-way traffic. She cannot keep on giving. How much ever she gives, it is still full only for her. Even Sai Baba says that in Sai Satcharita. Human beings give, it will get over. Sarkar, that should give. He should give. That will be in abundance. No limit for it. So we should remember that if I am able to pray to her, that is also her blessing. She is there within me. She is the one who is creating this kind of desire in me, that I should pray to her. That is also a desire. Dharma viruddho bhuteshu kamosmi bharatarshava. She is that desire. She is the one who created this desire. She is that desire. So make me pray like this. If we are able to pray, that is because of her. To the same Supreme Mother, Lalita Parameshwari, we are praying that we should be able to see her everywhere, serve her everywhere, and love her in everybody. And yaga, the biggest yaga that we can do is Japa Yajna, Nama Japa Yajna. So let us all chant Nama Japa always. His remembrance, his or her remembrance should be there constantly with us. Then definitely we all are boarding this rocket to reach her as early as possible. Om Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram 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 Om Asato Ma Sadgamaya Tamaso Ma Jyotirgamaya Mrityorma Amritam Gamaya Om Shanti 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 Loka Samasta Sukhino Bhavantu Loka Samasta Sukhino Bhavantu Loka Samasta Sukhino Bhavantu.